Right, that's better. Jesus Christ. Apparently there was some kind of an update and my microphone got reset. Fantastic. Right, okay, where were we? Right, well, we were working on this. If you remember from last time, we had moved the walkway up into here. So we now have the walkway spiraling up inside this building. Yay! So it looks a little bit better. We're going to bring this back a bit. And have this section snake backwards and forwards like this. Then we'll set up, this is going to be an area for like the gift shop for all three of these rides. So that'd be fun. We've got this mostly sorted out. Mostly. I've got to move the doors. Move the access doors for these walkway here. Let's do that very quickly. There like that. Ooh, that's a little... Gonna be a little bit jank there, isn't it? But it'll suffice for now. See if we can line that up over there like that. There we go. I mean, that's not dreadful. I mean, it is pretty bad. I do have some outline there, so I could bring it in just a touch more. Like that. There. Okay. Let's go to the other side and we'll line this one up over here. Because this one's off as well. Oh my god, that one's off by so much. Oops. Okay, but we can line it up with the footpath, so that's okay. Alright, cool beans. There we go. Alright. That's that done. Boing! Okay. What else? Oh, lots. Lots and lots and lots. Actually, not that much. So today I kind of worked on this a little bit. So we've got this little cave that we go through here. Don't know why. When I get them, I'll put some cobwebs in here. I think right now, actually, we might just put some low-level fog in there, actually. That could be interesting as a thing. And then I did this. I did this barn. I wanted like a barn that we could put a spider in. So we have one. Here's a barn. We'll put a spider in there when we get to that point. Oh, that's irritating. Oh, well, whatever. It is what it is. So we go in and we go under, through the broken floor, and then up the other side. And then when we come back through this way, we go through here and up and out. I think that works rather well. The ship we are going to have to adjust slightly, I believe. So let's quickly do that now. I'll bring that down there a little bit. There we go. So that's a little better. Yeah, that'll work a little better. So it's not... Oh, man, but then this... Should I move this back? I could twist it, I guess, actually. Let's see if we can get away with that. There we go. That's a bit better. That's going through there, though. Okay. Yeah, that's a problem. But remember, there are no such things. They're just solutions. Shut up. Shut up with that nonsense. We know they're just solutions you haven't thought of yet. Shit. Knock it off with that positive nonsense. Okay. Alright. That'll do. That'll work a little better, I think. Cool beans. Okay. So we've got that in there now. I'm going to put some water blocks in here. Excuse me. Give me them water blocks. There they are. Hello, little friends. Nope, we don't want that. We don't want that. And I'm also going to scale them. Now they're 8x8. Okay, we'll make them relatively, okay. There we are. Maybe like that, I think. Okay, and now we are going to duplicate and move. I really am digging these water blocks. They're really quite cool. Give a really nice freedom to the game now. You can do literally anything you want with the water. And when you overlap the blocks, it doesn't care. And then I'm going to bring the terrain up there just a touch. Lifty, 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 lifty terrain. There we are. Why is that on 71? It seems excessive. Alright, there we go. The other nice thing about these terrain blocks is they don't block your terrain tool. There we go. Lovely. That looks way better now. Fantastic. That does actually look a lot better like that. That's nice. That's not actually what I was planning on doing on this episode. No, I said drop bears, did I not? You did, yes, you said drop bears. Alright, let's head on over to the drop bear. Where is he? He's over here. Right, so we've got the drop bear. He's testing out a 2. What the fuck? How is he testing at 2? Is the drop bear broken? Drop bear is finished testing and can be opened. At 2.03. No, it can't. What the hell is that? I wonder if something's changed and it's valleying somewhere. It does not look like it's valleying anywhere. Oh. I see what the problem is. I don't have a block break in here anywhere. So it's getting held up at the top of the lift hill before it can go onto here and get released. Oh, bummer. Alright, so what we need... Shit. Well, we don't really need a shit, no. What we need is a set of block breaks somewhere. Oh man. Problem is we've got these transitions. I could get rid of this and just put a bunny hill in there. Fudge knuckles. That's a unit there. That's a unit there. Wow. That was a really nice, that was a nice oversight on my part there. Fantastic. Honestly, we need it in here. Comes down, it does the loop, comes out and back. By the time it comes through here, yeah, really, I need... Alright, fuck it. This has got to come out. Now I could do something really interesting, actually. Oh, you mother of... I would want to do this pretty damn quick. Did I just turn that the wrong way? I can't tell. I don't think I did. Alright, we gotta go back and do that a bit better. Okay. Will that work? Deceleration rate none, brake speed, release acceleration. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Now we have to hit done, then we gotta do the testing again. Yeah, god damn it. Right, drop bear is untested. Yes, I know that. So we've got 3 cars. Car 1 is away. I completely forgot about that. That's why it was getting such a low test rate. Okay, alright. Let's see. A quick swig of tea while we wait for this to figure itself out. But honestly, the chain lift is not supposed to affect EFN values. And it keeps saying that too. It Sounds like the bullshit to me. Okay, here he comes. Here comes train number 2. He's got to make it over that before he makes it to the top of this. Oh, it's going to be close. It does it. The question is, how shit your pants scary is this going to be now? Let's look at this coming through here and see how horrible this is. Ooh, that is rough going through there. Might need to lift this just a little bit more. Edit the coaster. Bring that up. Okay, there we go. Leave that there. Last time I smoothed the coaster like this, it broke my loop. Or it broke my roll, rather. Honestly, I don't think a roll is suitable there. Maybe at the top. But I don't... Ooh, wait a minute. I don't think you can have an inverted... That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting question. Can you have an inverted block break at the top? No, you can't. It has to be level. Damn it! Alright, let's get rid of this. And we will go down to here. We'll put the track back in. Because it was a nice idea, but, you know, it's just, it's not practical. Neither is that, actually. Hey! Okay, back a bit. Okay, there we go. Right. That should be a bit better, I think. Right, test, stop, start. Let's go. This is not what I had in mind. I was hoping on doing some theming in here, but yeah, what it is, what it is. Mm. Oh, nice cup of tea. Delicious. I still have no clue how I'm going to theme this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get on with it. Thank goodness. Nice, that is perfect. That should be releasing onto there. Why is that not releasing onto the... Oh, you son of a bitch. It's... Oh, you edited my coaster. Block section. Yes, that's what I wanted. Son of a biscuit. Now I've got to test it again. No. Right, well, watch it again. Bloody hell. So that releases. That releases, so that has to cross through there before he gets up to the top. And then the ride should run smooth from that point. Right. So he crests, he just goes right in. So now he's got to make it back here before he makes it to there. And we're done. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. So we could, technically, if we wanted to push our luck, run another train. Alright, so we're doing okay. Fear is alright. Excitement is okay. We're done here. Okay. Shit in my mouth. Okay, so we've done all that. Oh, Lord. I think this section here, I'm going to smooth the terrain out a little bit and just put trees in here. Roughen, smooth, yes, yes. You know what? Actually, let's just move this out like that. I think that will work better. Okay. The reason I'm saying that is because I want to just put bushes and stuff down, and it's a pain in the balls when the terrain is not smooth. So we've got that there. All right. Scenery, paintbrush, 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 scenery brush. Bushes! Temperate bushes. Right. Have some bushes. Have at it, you. Oh, yeah. Spam the bushes. Oh, yes. Bushes for everyone. Lovely. Right, now let's get in here and we'll just take out the ones. Actually, we're just going to move them. The ones that are interfering with the track a little bit. We'll just move them out of the way. Really? You need to move, mate. Actually, I think everything that's under the track should probably get moved. Shouldn't it? Yes. Oh, ass bag. Okay. So the reason I say that is just because, you know, you wouldn't want to... You wouldn't expect to see a bunch of bushes and stuff directly under the track at this point. I'll move you... there, I guess. Just move you a little bit further over. There we are. Lovely. The rest of this actually isn't too bad. Right, so that's that. We need to go into the scenery brush again. Custom. Temper trees. Intensity. I need to edit the brush because I think these are all medium, aren't they? Done. Create a new brush. This is going to be the mixed. Large. Okay, scenery. Trees. Okay. Temperate. Take it. Okay, yep. And we'll take a large. We'll take a medium. We'll take a large. And a large. Really need a fig tree. Ponderosa, no. Scots pine, no. I guess the maple? No, we won't do that. White birch. Where's the oak? Hang on. What? Where's the oak gone? Ah, there we are. Oak, medium. Oak, large. There. Okay. Now, minimum scale. Which one's this is medium? Okay. Maximum scale. Spacing. Random rotation. Your line to surface. No. Right. I thought there was a percentage that you could use. Elm tree large. We're going to make that nice and big. We are going to make that. Like that. Your, okay. Okay, and then the large. Same with this guy. It's the medium. That's the large. So we want extra space, extra spacing on the large, but we don't want it any bigger than necessary. Okay. Did I? I did. Okay. Then the oak tree. These are the oak trees are the bastards, man. They're huge. Okay, cool. And then this guy here. Okay, done. Changes. Okay, done. Right. Oh my god. That, okay. Should we change the density a little bit, I think? I mean... Okay, edit brush. Well, let's go to 10. We'll go to like 23 for the big ones. Right. How's that? Better. Okay. Right, so now we need to follow the track and just delete the trees that are going to kill people. Which appears to be quite a lot of them. Okay. Just get rid of you, I think. Can move that way. Quite sure what's going on there. Well, you're a big fellow, aren't you? You can come over here like this. Okay. I mean, I like this a lot, this tool, but it does take a little bit of finagling. Sometimes it's actually easier just to drop trees manually. But wow, that's a big one. Should I keep this tree? No, I'm not going to. Because I've got to move that one to where that one was. Like that. Okay. So now we have a nice, like, little return here. Let's move this just a little bit further away from the track. Oh. Excellent. Okay, and then we've got a little bit of floating occurring down there. So let's get the terrain. That was a bit shite. Alright, let's try that again, shall we? There we go. Better. Just want to try and do something about the floaties. We don't want floaties. You. Yeah. Well, not obvious ones anyway. Okay. So there's the beginning and the end of the drop bear. Oh man. And then we got all of this in here. What can I do with this? Do I want to do anything with this, I wonder? Or should I just keep it open like that? And just rough up the bottom? Or maybe flood it? Or flood a section of it? I know. Brainwave! You don't have one of those. What? A brain. Shut up. Okay. We will somehow we'll run a little river through here and along there, and we'll just have the water cascading down into the basin here. Yeah, like right here. I love it. That's great. I'm glad you approve. That's what we're doing. Okay. Alrighty. And then pole, because we've gone in here too far. Basically want a nice, not necessarily a straight edge, but an edge. And we'll crank that up. Like that. There we are. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Right. Here's a quick question though. This is really close to the ground, so I need to come down just a touch more. Well, knockers. There we go. That. Why? I hear you ask. Well, because I don't want the track to be too close to the ride. Okay. Wink. Right, let's see how this looks. We're going to do natural water. Like that. I think it can come up one more. Nope. No, it can't. That's got to go there. Okay, so we'll take that away. We've got to cut this in. That's the scenery brush. Why would you click on the scenery brush? Just leave me alone. Yeah, but why would you click on the scenery brush? Just don't. Okay, just stop. I clicked on it by mistake. There's no reason to be like that. All right, here we go again. Boop. Right, cool. Okay, I'm liking that. So now we're going to go to terrain, and we are going to use the push tool. And I'm going to do what I did just now with the pirate ship. I'm just going to use blocks. Just kind of run it along here. And off of this edge. Because I have a lot more control over it like that. And we can just tunnel directly underneath there like that. Ooh, I know what we can do, actually. So let's... We're going to bring that up to there, like that. Under there. Okay. Kill that water. We're going to bring that to there. Like that. Smooth this edge out. And same on this side of that. Okay. Okay, cool. Alright. Is that the right height? Or is that... How would you... What? No, what? I don't think that's the right height, is it? I think it needs to be just slightly higher than that. Is that it? You... How would you know? You're in the wrong friggin' place to be able to tell. No, it's got to go up one more than that. There we go. That's the one. That gives me my water back. Where am I? I'm over here. I want to be over there. Stop pressing shift. It doesn't make the camera move any quicker. Alright. So we've got this coming under here now. So I have two options. I could just continue that out this way. Or I can use those blocks. Because I've got the break under the path here. Sneaky, right? Something sneaky, no? Okay. So we can now bring this way. And have it cascade over this edge. Alright, there we go. Right, so let's go back. We're going to just water, right? Say what now? Oh, clear the filters. There we go, water blocks. And I'm probably going to do the same thing I did last time. You know, I'm going to... Okay, so we'll bring it to there. Actually, let's try to line it up with this a little bit more. We're going to bring it up just a touch. You won't be able to notice it on this side of the bath. No. Well, you won't be able to see it at all because... Oh, for Philip's sake. Philip's sake. Alright, so we'll bring it up there. Wow. Alright, so we'll bring it up a bit more. I'll do. Oh, you know what? Actually, I have completely forgotten to start my bot. Jinkies. Sorry about that, boys and girls. I'm going to go with 200% again. And I'll probably go from there, actually. There we go. Hey, Nuke. DJ Nuke, I see you there now. Lurking. Not a problem. I don't have any issue with people lurking. Never have. I am indeed quite a lurker myself during the day. I often go into people's channels and just lurk while I work. You might do that tomorrow. Okay. I absolutely love these water blocks. There's some silly decisions that Frontier have made, but the water blocks are not one of them. Oop. Oop. Okay, and then I'm going to line it up with what would be the edge of the waterfall. Like that. Go. Do I want to do that? Cool, right. And then, like I said, one of the great things about this is it doesn't lock the scenery. You can get away with doing that. It does look slightly different. But it works. So not a big deal. Right. Okay, so flip it out. Hang on. Why? What? No. Because that's that edge like that. Okay. I want to bring this back this way a little bit too. Just to kind of get it away from the path a little bit. Like, there we are. Like that. Wait. Excellent. Right, now, here's the other bit that we got to do. We got to turn the bloody, we've got to unpause the game, which is annoying. Where am I? I need that. No. Yes. Well, I need water effect. Okay, what do we got? Waterfall bottom. So we're going to need a big one. Waterfall middle. Waterfall bottom. 5 meter. 10 meter. Okay. Okay. Waterfall middle. It should probably be aligned to surface, right? Yep. So that's the waterfall middle. Ah, gotcha. Okay. I got you. Yeah. I see what you're doing there. Alright. So what we're going to have to do is move all this back to match this guy. Alright, and then where is it? This big waterfall bottom. Where's the top? Is that the 10 or the 5 that was up there? I can't. Oh, for fuck's sake. 10. Alright. No, shut up. Okay. And then we've got to move these ones back. Like that. This side. Alright. We've got to modify the terrain some more. Ow, fucking hell. I mean, you've got to kill the water to be able to do it. Okay. Lovely. And put the water back down here. Is it there? Nope, that was too high. There. Lovely. Right. Right, now we can pause again. And I've got to get some... Got to get some rocks in here. Now there is a sneaky way of doing what looks like a cascading waterfall effect, where it looks like the water's going over the edge, and that's to use an animatronic, a rotating animatronic, and put a bunch of these water, and put a bunch of these water blocks on it. And just have them rotate, and it looks like the water's cascading over the edge. I don't know if I can be bothered to deal with that. It seems like a lot of work. Maybe I will. Because this could certainly do with some prettiness here. Maybe I'll just do the rock thing again. Let's how does that look if we do that? That looks a bit poopy like that. Yeah, alright. So, we'll just get rid of that, I think. We're just going to use some rocks because it's cheap and easy. Scenery. Rocks. I'm going to go with the... Is it the island? No. These ones. Because they look wet. Which is what we're after. Oh, that's a bit big. That's huge. Nope. Jesus Christ, no. Oh my goodness. They're just getting obscenely big now, aren't they? Okay, let's knacker the scale a little bit. What? No. Not quite. That might work. That'll do. Alright, and then we are just going to pull out to the underside here a little bit. There we are. It's a shame I can't flatten it against there. You know what I mean? That'll work. That'll work, and then we'll take this one here. This one looks like it's sticking out a bit too far. We'll just chuck that into the waterfall there. Yep. Lovely. Okay, never mind then. So we'll go back into here. We're going to paint the terrain with the heavy-duty rock. I know I find that the mud gives the bottom a nice texture to it. Actually, let's take that all the way up. You can use the mud at the bottom here, but we're also going to blend in some other textures as well. Just so it doesn't look quite so shitty. And we're just going to run the mud onto the edges here. Oh, there's some greenery. Yep. There we are. There, cool. Okay, and then some gravel. Yeah, 100% is not good for that, my friend. What else we got? Oh, just straight a rock. Okay. Alright, so that gives it a little bit of, you know, variation down there. So that's pretty good. Alright, I like that. Right, scenery. God. I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, what do we got? Yeah, this is the large one. Okay. Some patches of reeds around. This is a good spot here, I think. There we are. Lovely. Okay. Looks good to me, kinda. That looks a bit shitty. We'll break that up a little bit with some the line of reeds. Like that. And then we've got some common reeds as well. Wait, what? Okay, that'll do. Looks better than it did. All right. Where are the... Do we... I don't know that we need anything else, really, because we're going to be flying through here so quick that it's not really going to be noticeable. We got a little bit of scenery down there. We could probably dump... let's grab the Viking? The pirate thing. There we are. Yeah. No. What else do we have? Like that, we can't really do the Kraken down there. I mean, that's not really going to work, is it? I mean, we could probably put him like somewhere in here, maybe, and just kind of hide him in the corner and turn him off. Like that. There. Ooh. And then deactivate. There we go. There. All right, that's fine. It's a bit silly, but it'll do the job. We'll put some of this kind of scenery down in here too. There we go. Maybe one over here. That's terrible. I'll do. Okay, lovely. And then we've got these. Nah, they don't really work. There, do they? So we got. Why? I don't need to be in building. Some around there's yeah, see there's like the broken boat here. So that would be good, I think. Like right in here maybe? And we are gonna lean it to. Like that. Excellent. Okay, and then there's somewhere around, there's some other bits of broken boat as well. I'm going to bring this up here. Like that. There we go. That'll do. I thought there was... I'm not seeing it. There were other bits of broken boat as well, but I'm not seeing it in there. Was it under Viking? Yeah, that's a boatyard skeleton though. There is actually another. That's the hull. Where is it? I know there's a broken one somewhere. Is there? Or are you mistaken? You might be mistaken. This is true. I think you're actually mistaken. I don't believe there is one here. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Never mind then. Western? Maybe? I don't know why it would be in Western. Yeah, that would be absolutely pointless to have that down in there. Okay. No, not Western. Alright, let's say, boat? Yeah, see there's some wrecked hull right there. And then we'll put another one over here. There's actually more than that. Where's the rest of it? There's some more. Maybe over here? No, not there. Nope. Actually, I think that's pretty much it for the ride interacting with the ground. Okay. We'll drop that there. And then we want lily. I want to drop some lilies in here. Not too many. Yep. He just looks quite menacing sitting there in those reeds, doesn't he? So that game about storm chasing was on sale today, but it's still 20 something bucks, and I don't know if I want to spend that much money on that. Oh man, why would you do that to me? There we go. Because it's still in early access. I mean, it looks interesting. But, I mean, I got enough on my plate at the moment. We could do with some rocks in there. That's what we need. We need some little rocks in here. Okay, rocks. How far? Okay, that it would be floating, so we won't do that. There we go. I mean, it's not fantastic, is it? It certainly needs a lot more work along this side. Which, to be quite honest, I could just fluff with this. Oh. Right. I mean, it doesn't need to be too bad, too precise. And then we do that. Just bring these along here. And oh my god. Okay, well, we've got some work to do here to oh my god. Alright, well, that's not something that I'm gonna sit and do on stream, I'll tell you that now. Yeah. That just needs tidying up just a little bit. Not a big deal. But you get the idea. So, there. That's the drop bear. Almost done. What we need to do. Terraforming it would be quicker. It probably would, actually. But I kind of like the wibbly wobbliness of the terrain there. So, I'm just going to manually move them offline. I mean, it won't take long. So that'll work. This side, I don't know what I want to do with this. I might just leave this as is, and we'll just do some like fencing along here. So I might bring this edge closer to the path and do a see-through fence along here. So there's like a, or actually just extend the path out and do like a seating area with some coverage. Just as a viewing platform so people can see what's going on out here. I think that's a great idea. Then the only thing I really need to do is the same as everything else, really. Work on it some more. Fuck. Do the exit station and the entrance station. Oh, flipping hell. How am I going to theme those to drop bears? I'm not, basically, is what's going to happen. What I'm going to end up doing is just doing just a generic wooden building again. Okay. What I'll need to do is look up jokes and things for drop bears in Australia. And there's gonna be some kind of theming that I can use from that. Right, now I've done all that, let's go ahead and hit save. Because we all know what happens when I don't hit save. Alright, so the waterfall's looking good. Yeah, the scenery brush is good and crap at the same time. What I do really need to do is get some... let's get a flat... We haven't done a flat ride in a long time. Let's pick a flat ride. Oh, shit. What do we got? We got the overpower. We got the collider. Oh, that's got to go on the other side. That's buoyancy. Nope. Hyperspin. The Helion ring. Everything's very spinny, isn't it? The kickflip. Yeah, I know. I don't really want to put down a vomit machine near here. The mecha roller. The monsoon. The Montleon? Parallelogram. Teacups! We could do teacups over here, actually. It would work, I think. Strike. Okay, hang on. What's teacups? Teacups is a good option over here, I think. I'm thinking probably... What's that for? Okay, that's that. I'm probably in here, maybe? Oh, I need a flat ride in here. Ooh, we could, actually. No, we need a flat ride over here. Because I need to block this off. Well, we've got this woody here, so I think... a timid ride is probably not going to work there. What else we got? Towers... What do we got? Resurgence. What the fuck is that? Drop tower ride. The Skywatch Tower. There we are. So that could be an interesting one to... No. No, because that's a little taller than our ride restriction. Just a little bit. So that means the Screaminator is as well. Unless I put it in a pit. Which is possible. The sun flare. Nope. Resurgence is just ever so slightly too much. And then we got this guy here. This one actually would be a good water side attraction. Put a pool around it, and as it swings through, you have the squirty things fire, and everyone gets soaked to the skin as they're going through it. What is this? Bump into... Oh! Hello, bumper cars. Yeah, everyone likes good bumper cars, don't they? This is actually quite a sad ride because it starts well and then it goes downhill, and then when you start looking at the park, no one's riding it. There's not a single person's riding it. Okay. Where's the... Okay, so there's that. Alright, so we need an entrance, right? Where is the actual entrance for this ride? I don't know where it is. Let's just drop it there, and we'll drop the exit over there, I guess. Or there. There? There. There we go. Cool. Right. What do we got? Queue, staff paths. Yeah, no, go ahead and use that. That's fantastic. No, can you not, maybe? Okay, lovely. And then we need Sky. We could kind of sort of theme this as a Mad Max ride. That would actually be quite funny. I think we'll give that a shot. Okay. Pathing again. We need to drop one of these down. I think. Whoa. Hello. What? It's a bit big. That'll work better, I believe. What? Bonehead. What? Really? Really, game? Really? For fuck's sake, man. Oh, you can fornicate off my... There we go. What? No. What's happening? Oh. Are they... Now it should work. That's better. Yeah. That was kind of weird. Not quite sure what the game thought it was doing there. I think it's because it's a different height and it was just struggling with that. Q. Brings a Q to there. Lovely, lovely. Back to pathing again. Well, sausages. I was kind of hoping that I could open the path up a little bit, but no. What? There we are. There. Kind of what I was after. Let's move this one this way a little bit. I think I want that straight, to be honest. bring that back there. Yeah. There we go. Oh. Aha. Lovely. I like that. Looks a little bit more organic. Nice little funnel into the path there. Do I want curved edges? I do. Yes, I do. Yep, I want curved edges. Alright. We are going to just call this the... yeah, no, absolutely. We'll just call it the Thunderdome. Why not? It just suddenly hit me. I don't know what colours I'm going to use for that. Okay. No. My desktop icon is just updated. Is Windows installing an update for me? God damn it, Windows, go. Stop it. Painting, compact dirt. So we're going to bleed this out this way, I think. Okay, so I'm confused. That's not compact dirt, is it? What is that? Wait a minute, maybe it is compact dirt. I've just got it on 30. No, you stupid bastard. Oh, it is compact dirt. I just had it on the wrong. Yeah, I just realized I can use the rock texture to give this some texture. Because I've got it set to 33%, so if I put this on there, the rock texture will bleed through a little bit and give the dirt a nice texture. There we go. Now I just need to... Yeah. Excellent. And we'll take some of these. No! What? What is that? What is... There's a hole in me floor. Okay. Wow, a little bit of radiation never hurt anyone. That'll do. Okay. We need to just theme out here a little bit more. We'll change the colors of that. What have we got? 20 more minutes. Why are you giving me that shit? Because there's a... Oh, flipping hell. Okay. What are you doing? You're doing this guy. Guess I should drop another power thing over here somewhere. Oh, shit. That's scenery, you idiot. Facilities. Power. Power distributor. Yeah. Okay. We'll cover that up somehow. Not too worried about it. Cool beans. Right. The one thing that I would like to see is the ability to use spines to put down scenery. E.g. fencing. Where is me fence? There it is. We've got some really nice chain link fence, right? And some metal fencing and stuff. But putting it down is a chuffing nightmare. And you can use the distance snap. But still, it's just, oh my god. It's a chuffing nightmare. Especially when you have that turned on and you start turning corners like I'm going to have to along here. Ooh, man. Actually, what I need to do, I need to put some stuff down here now. While I think about it, let's get some Creo. No, we don't want that on. Hey, hello, what? No. I thought there was a longer one than that. Okay, well. Yeah, you thought wrong, my friend. Clearly. Alright. Okay. Not great, but I'll do. I don't want to just clog up the entire place with needless scenery, you know? There. Alright, that'll work. As a temporary placeholder, obviously we're going to spam scenery with a brush along here just to get a nice border between the railway line and the rides. Ride. For at the moment there is just, well, technically there's two now. Use 25% distance, puts 2 to 3 pieces in a group and repeat. Yeah, I've got a fence thingy somewhere. I don't think it's lengthy though. Yeah, I've got the corrugated fence here, which I created for some odd reason. I mean, I could spam a couple of those, or string a couple of those together and then just spam, you know, sections. What the hell did I create that for? Unclear. Wow, look at this lot. My poor janitor running through here must be beside himself. Yeah, the edit group as well. Yeah. Oh god, I still haven't done this. Fuck me running. It's so much to do still. I'm not going to get this park finished before Halloween. We know that. We all know that. We're all very much aware of that. We're just not saying it, are we? See, this I can fix. Need some good wood beaming across there just to make that look a little better. This came out well, actually. You can't really tell. I mean, you can sort of tell. If I cover this up with some plants and stuff, you won't be able to tell the difference. Yeah, this side's water square shapes, and this side is the water, the built-in water tool. And there's a lump under the path here that separates the two, so our waterfall works. Okay. Yep. Okay, so let's quickly fix this since we have time. I want to take it back to there, I think. Right. Now I've screwed that up. Oh, crap. And, oh, what are you doing? You're an idiot, because you're doing the... That's a staff path anyway, you don't know it. And then you want... No. The rustic Q path. Okay, so we're coming in this way, so I need... You. Hello, what now? Ah, yes, because we were doing straight. Fine, yes, I understand. Yep, no, I've got you. Consume a bag of Richards. There we are. Lovely. Right. Now we've buggered that up. The good thing is I actually have those. So, what? Ah. Saved. Yay! You did something smart. Oh, I know. Boink. One more of those. Lovely. That's fantastic. And then across that way. I'll do. Are you sure? Actually, no, I'm not. Pretty damn close, though, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, we should use the short ones on this side then. Yeah. Haha. 22,000 hours. I think that's close to what I had in PC1. Ooh. Still gonna have a little bit of... Well, actually, that's fine. I'm good with that because this is going to be laurel fencing anyway along here. Which I guess I can do now. Okay, wow. I get distracted easy. I'll do this. This is actually works really well, doing 2 streams a week of this because it gives me 4 hours on each one. And then during the day I'll do couple of hours here and there working on a couple of little things. And then the rest of the time I'm playing other things. Because I'm that kind of person. Me. Wait a minute. Yeah, no, that's the one I want. No! Son of a bitch. I could do that. Just to vary them ever so slightly. Go. But that works. What was the other thing? Scenery brush. No, it's not the scenery brush, you dingbat. Here. Moss. Do I want? No, I don't think I want moss. I think I want the long grass. The meadow. Long grass. There we are. Lovely, lovely. Hit me with it. Smack me with the long grass. Actually, I should do it on the inside too. I always forget about the long grass. Oh, that'll work there. Don't really need to do anything about that down here, but we will. And we've got some variation down there too. That's fine. Well, that's actually a staff path, so there's no reason to worry about that. Did I try the Battlefield 6 beta? I actually stopped playing Battlefield after Bad Company. My history with Battlefield starts with Desert Warfare, which was a Half-Life mod. Then Battlefield 1, which EA, I believe EA picked up Battlefield 1? Or did they pick up Desert Warfare? I can't remember the order it goes in. Desert Warfare was fantastic. It was a great mod for Half-Life. Then Battlefield came along. Battlefield 1942. Battlefield 2 was my fucking jam. I sank hours into that. Absolutely fantastic. The only thing bad about it was the dolphin diving. But the rest of it was a solid game. Battlefield 3 wasn't too bad. It wasn't quite the same, man. And then after that I lost interest because EA just started getting stupid with it. We need more texture in there. So topiary and Zipox hedge, and we will crank up. There we go. Lovely. We'll just bring that down there. Why are you using the round one? Honestly, I have no fucking clue why I'm using the round one. You could use this one, right? And then angle snap it 90 degrees like that. Oh yeah. Right, now you could increase the size to something a little more usable. And look, now you've got a nice 4 meter square texture brush. Oh, sometimes I amaze even myself. And like I've mentioned before, sometimes I get out of the car with the seatbelt on. So, you know, it's like swings and roundabouts, really. Yeah, that gives me a little bit of texture there. I like that. I'm not going to do too much with it. Hello! That was entirely the wrong thing to do. We'll just duplicate this over here too. A little bit under the old terrain there, isn't it? Now we'll lift these up just a fluffy bit. Go. There. Nice. Now I can just manually fill these bits in with the skinny ones. And then do the same thing there. And that will look quite nice, I think. And then like splatter some flowers in there. And that'll give us a nice little entryway into the Orb Weaver. Which is still in development. Oh shit, I've got so much to do. Yep, the Orb Weaver is still in development. So is the Bunyip Escape, which is right next to it. I've got to put the triggers in and put the lids on these buildings so I can start covering them up. I mean, sideways. This guy is done. Apart from the sign. I don't like the sign, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't know if the sign needs to be the green that goes with the canopies. I don't think that's it. Unless the lettering needs to be the same color as the ride. That grey color that the taipan actually is. I wonder if that's what it is. That may work better for me. I've seen some people play. Why are you not? No. Select the text. Thank you. That was weird. Oh, you're confused because of the thing, aren't you? There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. And maybe a couple of spotlights underneath, shining up. That could work quite nicely. I'll toy with that at a later date because bingo bongo, that is my 2-hour mark. Save pack. So yeah. So I didn't realize this until somebody pointed it out. You've dropped these coasters right at the back of the park. Now all these poor bastards are all the way down here. They've got to get all the way up to this end of the park, and you still haven't finished this footpath. I've got a lot to do. I've got to finish theming around this as well, and get this opened. We'll get a station in here. We'll get this looking somewhat good, and we'll open this one up, and then that will be this little Western Australian section sorted. Anyway, let me push me button because I always forget to do it. Jolly good. There we go. Nice. That's it for me. I'm going to have a beer, a relax, and a stretch. Work tomorrow, obviously. Also, tomorrow is indeed Friday, so I hope you all have a fantastic Friday. I'd also like to point out that I have actually managed to balance the sound in my stream, I believe. So I can actually be heard, which is a bit of a bonus for some people who like the old accent. Probably not quite so much of a bonus for the others. Friday. Yeah. So, anyway, that's it. Hope you all have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend. And I will definitely be back on Tuesday at 7:30. May or may not be a random stream over the weekend. If there is, it will probably be Space Engineers or some other such thing where I'm going to blow things up. So, keep your eyes peeled. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. Good night.